Hey folks, let's take a quick look at how to create scorecards out of your web intelligence documents. Here what you're seeing on my screen right now is actually a scorecard that I've created from a table with 3 columns, and it's basically showing a color green or red on the sign here, which is based on a particular conditional formatting that I've applied. I'll quickly show you what I have done to achieve this. So here is my report. So for this particular column, I mean, you have year, month, and then sales. For the sales, I've applied a formatting. The conditional formatting, I left the name as conditional format, and the rule says that if the sales is less than 40, then display it in red, the sales in red, and if the sales is greater than 40, then display it in green. I've check marked here and show that conditional formatting is being applied here. And what you need to do for it to work is just make sure the block name is specified as per what you see here on the right hand side. It says in this particular case SCTTC3R, so it's scorecard trend traffic for the third column, and displayed on the right hand side. By right hand side, what I mean is, display this little green and red sign on the right hand side. So if I right click on this table and go to format table, you will see that the block name is being specified as SCTTC3R, and it has to, please keep in mind that it has to start with a semicolon, and that's all you need to do. And here what I have given right here is actually nothing but just an explanation of what that block name stands for. So again, scorecard trend traffic column 3 on the right. If instead of R you were to specify L, which would stand for left, then these signs, green and red signs that you see, will show up on the left hand side. Now let me show you another example. I will take the trend arrow. So here what I'm doing is based on the sales of I'll start from the bottom. Based on the sales on the previous month, if the sales in the current month is, or in the lower month is going in the negative direction, that is, if the sales is less, then we're going to display a red arrow showing a downward trend. And as you see in this example of the ninth month, if it is higher compared to the previous month, we're going to show a green arrow, which is going to indicate an upward trend. And here is the table which I have used to achieve that. So year, month, and sales, and the conditional formatting on this one says it's actually the trend format. So I go to manage rules, trend format, edit. It says if sales is greater than previous sales. Previous sales is nothing but just a variable that I'll show you that variable quickly, but if sales is greater than previous sales, then the color is green, and if sales is less than previous sales, and then the color is red. At previous sales here, it's nothing but previous uh, sales from the previous row basically. And what I have done for that is applied the block name as SCTAC3L. So basically scorecard trend arrow column 3L. Again, here I have specified left. If I had given right, the arrows would have shown up on the right hand side of sales. Here, since it's left, it's showing on the left hand side. Again, SCTAC3L. Keep in mind that it has to start with a semicolon. One thing though that I have noted here is for the first row, even though here it is black because there is no previous row to compare, when you see it in the scorecard, it's going to show up as green. I think it's going to show up that way, or probably I need to do a little more research to see if that can be avoided. I'm going to show a third example. By the way, I'm going to put down the different options that you could name your block name as based on what I've got from the SAP document, and I'll put the link to the document also soon. Now I'm going to go to what's called micro charts. So what you see here is a table which has actually quite a few columns, and I'm displaying two micro charts. The first one here that you see in gray color is displaying what is the percentage of the total sales that sweaters make up. Sweaters make up 35% of the total sales. The jackets make up 9% of the total sales, and that's what the gradient fill actually. You see that gray part. I mean, 35% of it is filled up, 8%, 9%, and so on is filled up. And what you see on the right hand side further is another gradient another micro chart actually, which is supposed to show a monthly trend. I do not have very clean data, so it doesn't necessarily show you what exactly is happening. But let me quickly go to the table and let's look at sweaters. Okay, I'll explain the table also to you. If you look at sweaters, you will see, please come up. Okay, if you look at sweaters, you will see that it's 19, 17, 19. It's kind of going up and down, and down, up, again down, and then again up, down, up, and again down. So if you look at the micro chart, you'll see that up, down trend. And if you were to look at, for example, leather, you'll kind of see it's almost consistent around 11, 10, 10. All these are 10. So if you look at this one, it's kind of staying steady. So that's what it's showing, the trend based on all the months. So I have 1 to 8 months. I've just narrowed it down to make the report run faster on this test server of mine. In this particular case, actually, there are two formats that I have specified, each separated by a semicolon. The first one is SCGF-C3, and the second one is SLGF Sales C4 to 11. What it is explained down here. The first one is SCGF C3, which is scorecard gradient fill column 3. So basically, this column 3 is I want a gradient fill on the column 3. Keep in mind it has to be a percentage, and that is what you're seeing here, the gradient fill 34, 8, 9, and so on. And the second part says score line gradient fill object name, which is actually sales in this case. So if I click on this, you'll see it's sales. It's a cross tab basically. And column 4 to 11. Column 4 to 11 is basically all the way from year to year, and it's going to display that as a micro chart here, and that's what you're seeing on the right hand side. One thing I have to keep in mind is in my reports I have displayed these footers. Ideally you do not want those footers so that you don't see these blank rows or the header for that matter. And that is all you need. I will try and post a link to the document which talks of all these, and down here I'll also put the various options that are available. And that's it. Hope this information was helpful. I'll try and put a few more examples. Have fun, and yeah, by the way, before you rush into it, keep in mind that there are some limitations, like for example, you can't use input controls, sections and breaks, and all those things. So I spent a few minutes trying and doing the input controls till I realized, or till I read this. So I'll try and post a link to this SAP document also. Uh, have fun. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you for watching, and comments, if any, will be appreciated. Thank you, and have a great day or great evening ahead.